Hey Wealth Builders!
Welcome back to another episode of The Bemused. My name is Mishak.
And I'm Akiva.
And on this channel, we talk about all things personal finance for young adults just like you and us.
So if you're into that kind of stuff, go on ahead and hit that big red subscribe button. And while you're at it, click the notification bell so you never miss when we post new, valuable, fun videos just like this one.
Yes, and in this video, we're going to be talking about our net worth update for Q1 of 2021. So let's jump right on into it and let's get to the balance sheet. So on the balance sheet, we're going to start with our assets. So first, we're going to go over cash and money market. And I apologize in advance if I'm looking down, I'm just trying to reference numbers. So for cash, money market, we have $80,474. So a pretty large amount of money. And the reason why we have that is because,
as you guys know, we are in rapid debt pay down mode. If you haven't seen the video about our current debt repayment plans, we'll link it up in the cards. But essentially, since we haven't needed or have payments required for our student loans, we've just been putting it aside and sitting on it and not sending it to our actual servicer. So that's inflating the amount of cash we have a little bit. But yeah, quite a bit at this point actually. So that's why we have so much cash right now.
Yeah. Next, we have liquid investments / retirement plans or accounts. And this amount is $54,599. So a nice piece of change as well. And we will be able to show you guys the change from one quarter to the next as we normally do. Next is our home. So we have that as $242,000, and that was our purchase price. So being relatively conservative there, not pushing the needle up too much or lowering it, we're just keeping it consistent for now. And then the next section under the assets is personal property. And here we have our automobiles or cars. And we have the estimated value at $9,200, and that is for 2 vehicles, just for context for those new viewers. And then last item, we have personal / business property, and this number of $500 has pretty much been very consistent throughout each quarter's update. And we're being, again, very conservative like the house, in that we believe that with the business property that we have, we could easily get more than $500, but we have chosen to be very conservative with what we put in this line item. So that brings our total assets to $386,773. And I probably said that wrong, so let me do it one more time. So that brings our total assets to $386,773. There we go, second time is the charm.
Now, of course, big number, $386,000 in assets. Let's move down to the liabilities section where things always get a bit interesting. So our first and largest liability or debt is our mortgage, no surprise there. And so our mortgage balance as of March 31st was $229,480. So slow but steady progress in paying down the mortgage. We are in no rush to pay that off. As you guys know, we got a super low interest rate and we got bigger fish to fry. So that's gonna be our mortgage and we're just paying it down little by little. Then we have our credit cards. And if you are new to the channel, just know that we do not hold credit card debt. This just happened to be what the balance was on our various credit cards on this date at this time. We always pay our credit cards off in full on time every single month. So between our 8 credit cards at this point, between the 2 of us, we had a total balance of $5,535. Lots of fives as of March 31st. Then we have our last, but by no means least, debt, which is our student loans. So this is the same number that you would have seen last quarter because, as I mentioned before, we have not been paying them down. So our balance currently stands at $163,350. So that brings our total liabilities, our total debts to $398,364. So that brings our total net worth to, are you ready for it? negative $11,591.
Wow.
And we are so excited about that. Y'all like, okay, your net worth is still negative. We know, trust me, we know. But the trajectory over time where we started, ooh child, it's a far cry from where we started. So yes, we've made some major progress this quarter, which we're gonna show you next, the quarter-over-quarter change. And we're very excited because we are so close, you guys, to a zero or positive net worth. Like, it's potentially possible we could even get there the next time you see one of these videos, next quarter. So we shall see what happens with that, but we're so close and we're so excited about the progress that we've made.
So now let's show the change between quarter 4 of 2020 and quarter 1 of 2021. So let's start with our assets once again. So for cash/money markets, in December of 2020, we were holding around $68,816. March 31st, 2021, we were holding $80,474. So that is a 17% change. So pretty good change there. Again, if you were paying attention, you know that excess cash is because we have not been paying our student loans like most of us are during this time. So that's why we have such a large amount of cash, or why it's increased so much.
In addition to the money that we've been putting aside specifically for debt payoff, that we've earmarked for debt payoff, I got a bonus in the first quarter of 2021 from work, and also I got my stimulus check. So all of that went into our cash increase for the first quarter.
And next, let's go to liquid investments and retirement accounts. So back in December of 2020, December 31st specifically, we had $46,921 in retirement accounts, and we saw a nice little jump. As of March 31st, 2021, we had $54,599, so that is a positive change of about 16%. So that is also really good for one quarter.
As you see, we've had an increase of $7,679 quarter over quarter. About $5,500 of that was actual contributions into our retirement accounts. So that means basically that over $2,000 of that gain was pure market movement. So I always like to make that distinction because yes, we contributed, but also the market did have a really great quarter, and so that helped increase as well. So that's why I'm stressing the importance of, it's not always about debt pay down or whatever it is. Investing is also a really important piece of your financial puzzle.
Next, we're going to go to the home, and there has been no change here because we have been keeping that line item pretty much the same. So we ended December 31st, 2020 with $242,000, and that is exactly what we ended in March 31st of 2021. So we saw no change there, but that's okay. Next, we have personal property, and under that we have our cars, our automobiles. And back December 31st of 2020, we had the estimated value of our vehicles to be around $9,450. And as of March 31st, 2021, we actually saw a little bit of a dip. So the estimated value is about $9,200, which is a negative 3% change. And again, cars ebb and flow, so there's nothing, out of the ordinary there, but something definitely worth noting. Then personal and business property. Again, we've kept that pretty much consistent, just like the home. So we saw $500 December 31st, 2020, and $500 March 31st, 2021. So another 0% change there. So let's look at total assets from one quarter to the next. So for December 31st, 2020, we had $367,687. And as of March 31st, 2020, we had $386,773. So that is a positive change of 5%. So that's pretty good when looking at it from one quarter to the next. I was about to say semester, school mode.
Mercy. And one really important thing that we forgot to actually say last quarter, I realized it after the fact, is that outside of our, personal property, our home, in terms of just liquid assets, our cash and our investments, stuff that we could easily draw on whenever we needed to, I didn't even realize it until after the fact, but as of last quarter, we have crossed over $100,000 in liquid assets after accounting for the fact that there's money earmarked specifically for debt payoff. So before debt, outside of debt payoff, outside of everything, we've officially crossed the 6-figure mark with regard to our liquid assets, which is super exciting. So now let's go down and see what's happened with our liabilities this quarter. So in terms of our mortgage, last quarter the balance was $230,703, and this quarter the balance is $229,480. So essentially the change in that, the equity that we have built in our home in the past 3 months has been $1,223, which is a change of 1%. It's usually these little 1% changes that we're going to see, you know, for the foreseeable future until we really start, you know, making a difference in terms of the amortization and paying down more principal than interest as we get further down into the life of our mortgage. Then credit cards, nothing substantial here. Like I said, this is just the day's value, the day's balance. It's really not consequential, but we did have a little bit less money on credit cards this quarter than last quarter, about $2,247 less, so that definitely helped as well. And then with our student loans, as was mentioned before, it is exactly the same as it was last quarter because we haven't made any payments. So that balance still stands at $163,350. So all in all, our liabilities went down by $3,471, which is a change of about 1%. And our total net worth, all in all, increased 66% this quarter. It's becoming larger percentages because we're getting so close to zero. Like the differentials is making the percentages so large. But we increased our net worth essentially $22,557 in the past 3 months, which we are super happy with and super excited about. Yeah, first quarter is usually where we see our biggest leaps in the year just because of various things. We haven't even filed taxes yet, so there's no tax refund in here or anything like that. Mishak finally got his stimulus check in April, so all that stuff will probably go toward helping, you know, next quarter's net worth, depending on what we choose to do with that. And yeah, so bright futures ahead, and we're super excited with the progress that we've made. Now, since Mishak talked about, you know, inception to date, just to give y'all a little snapshot, last quarter and in the last video that we did, it was our officially 2 full years of us tracking our net worth. So we did do like a quarter over quarter synopsis for the past 2 years. But just to give you a sense of where we started tracking our net worth in December of 2018. So December 31st, 2018 was our first net worth update. And back then our net worth was, you want to tell them the number? Negative
$114,614.
So in 2 years and 3 months, we have increased our net worth over $100,000. We're happy. Like I said, it's still negative, yes, but we've come a very long way over the past 2 years and some change. So we'll see if next quarter we might potentially be celebrating a positive net worth 2.5 years time. So we'll see how this quarter goes, but excited about the progress.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below what you think about this quarter's update. We just want to hear feedback on what you guys think down below. And like normal, we try and get back to every single comment as much as we can. We have crossed a huge milestone.
April 3rd was our 3-year business baby anniversary.
Yeah, so we're super excited about that. There's so many great things that we're doing. And I know that we've been a little bit radio silent and off of our normal flow. We will give an explanation to that sometime shortly, but we just want to say that we really appreciate all the support of all of our subscribers. But let's help us get to 10,000.
Yeah,
we're so close. We are so close, and we want to make it there, and we want to do something great when we get there. So also comment down below what we should do. We want to make sure that you guys are a part of that exciting milestone. 3 years, it would be great if we could also get to 10,000 subscribers sometime soon. I'm gonna call it out on faith in the next month. Let's do it. I don't know how far we are from 10,000, but I know we're not
at 9,200 as the recording of this video.
So let's make it happen. And you know, again, thank you so much for all your support. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss when we post new content just like this.
And buy some merch. New designs, y'all. New designs. Link in the description.
So thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.